I'm here with Robby Oehlers in Amsterdam, and he is one relative of someone who died in MH17 plane, and he is also one of very few relatives who went to the crash site. Robby, what is your conclusion from your investigation in Donbass?
The conclusion is that the investigation takes far too long, and the investigation is blurry. You can't find the truth. Everybody says they have proof, but to me it's not proof. First of all, because in the beginning the United States, the president says, we have footage, we have clear footage that whoever shot the plane, we have it. Then suddenly nobody has it, or they don't want to give it to us. Then I went there and I saw the cockpit, and I saw how the cockpit was lying down on the ground, and I saw all different kind of holes in the cockpit. It was horrible. So I didn't believe the whole one weapon situation, because I saw the holes from all sides of the cockpit, from down the cockpit and from above the cockpit, and then you read in the news and you hear it must be a buck rocket, and you can see it from the damage, and then why is there damage from underneath the cockpit as well as from the top and underneath? I don't understand. So it's not clear to me what the evidence is. If there's evidence, then it's not presented in the right way. And I think also, talking to the people of the town, that nobody told me that they saw a rocket or they saw the cloud of the rocket, and nobody told me anything about that. So I don't have any evidence, and it was not presented to me as well. And I went 3 months after the crash, and the plane was still lying there.
In October 2014.
I went there the 17th of October. I came back the 24th or the 25th. And for all the days I was there, I met people from Donetsk, I met people from Grabova, I talked to people from the surrounding villages of Grabova. And what I've seen is that these people have a terrible war around them, and it has nothing to do with their land. And it's a horrible place to be right now. I don't think there's any respect for human lives from both sides. From the Ukrainian side as well as from the DNR people's side. I told them, you're fighting your cousins, and you're fighting a war over people with a suit on and tie. You're fighting a war over politicians. It has nothing to do with your land. So we will be waiting for the report of the investigation. I think it's an unfair investigation at first, if you talk about the YIT, because if you have a murder scene where there's many suspects, and you only point your finger at one suspect, and something is wrong with you, you shouldn't be in the investigation seat. So
You talk about Ukrainian government and joint investigation team.
yes, and other countries, I don't, and even Holland taking the leadership of the whole investigation is also very strange.
Mm-hmm.
Unusual. It's unusual. What is your experience in these investigations? I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's like putting a rookie in the police force to cover a murder scene who just joined the police corps for a month. It's kind of weird.
And I mean, understood Holland to say between July and November it was a dangerous place to be. Yes, but you went there and
it was kind of dangerous. There's a war, but if you're a soldier, you're used to rockets flying around a kilometer from you. but that doesn't mean it's that dangerous. You can still do something. You can still investigate. You can still arrange something to speed up the process. I always said if it was an American plane lying on the floor, it would be gone in a week.
Yeah, and it could have been possible earlier to take
I
the
believe.
wreckage.
Yes. Yes. But they say, yeah, well, then we have to make agreements with the DNR, and that is the enemy of Ukraine, our ally, and we don't want to give them money to extract the plane. And then I thought, well, you don't have to extract the plane, but you can still make pictures, you can still measure, you can still see what really happened. You can look at the evidence. You don't have to take it with you, but you can file a report on that, and they didn't do it. They waited too long. 3 months after the crash, everything was still lying there.
Yeah.
On the ground. Even body parts, by the way.
Did you meet witnesses who saw fighter jets that day, 17th of July?
I didn't meet them. I didn't meet them. And the reason why I didn't ask them, I came there and there was a wedding. And the last thing you want to do is talk about war and about the losses you have, while their children are being shot at every day. I felt it would be disrespectful towards the people of the village.
Understand. Do most of witnesses, of relatives of victims in the plane, believe in the investigation process, or are all of them as critical as you are?
I didn't talk to all the other relatives. I only can say about my family that the only thing we have is what we read in the media, and what we read in the media is the same thing the politics say. So, and I grew up with one thing: if you should believe people, there's 3 kinds of people. There's nice people, there's bad people, and there's politicians.
An extra category.
Yes.
Yeah.
So who to believe?
Yeah.
So.
Thank you very much, and all the best for the future.
Thank you as well. And kick ass. Thank you.